Welcome back to the series, the Super Playlist from the 44th Olympiad in Chennai, held in India. And this is Team USVI's playlist, Team ISV. And this is a game that Nayan Bansal won, and Nayan got a win, I think, in the fifth round or so. And this was a game that we'd like to show, as it is a nice victory for Team ISV at the Olympiad. And in this game, Nayan did not have the black pieces. Let's just flip the board over there, guys. And whoop, here we go to white pieces. Nayan, and he's facing off against someone from Togo. I forget which opponent this was. But anyway, this game was nice. We had a French defense. Let's start with Nayan's e4, and let's follow Nayan and have him guide us to victory here and teach us about the French defense, right? And let's use his game for educational purposes. Obviously, glorifying the result as an achievement, as it is at the Olympiad. And the Olympiad is the toughest tournament in the world. And everybody from Team ISV got at least one result, which is monumental, to say the least, as it is very respectful and commendable. And whatever word else you can use to describe what it means to achieve such a high honor, guys. Back to the game. French defense, and Nayan is going to show us what to do with the exchange variation. ED5, ED5, knight F3, knight F6, G3, and whatever conversation goes with knight to C6 and bishop to G2. I would like this line as like a Catalan player with the whole bishop to D2, D4 thing. It's like a queen's gambit not accepted, and then you go for the Catalan attack. Yeah, I like that one with short castles. Anyways, guys, that was not played in this game. Bishop to E6. Let's stick with this game. Short castles, bishop to E7, knight B to D2, queen D7, rook E1, and long castles from Nayan's opponent here. I'm not sure about long castles. Maybe short castles was best. Short castles was a little more accurate. I don't think there's any need to go long here. C3 was played by Nayan anyways. H5, H4. Bishop to H3, and Nayan not worrying about bishop captures on G2 just yet. Guys, Nayan doesn't want to do something like captures here and then queen captures, because now this queen has no square to move to at the moment, and white's going to keep putting the pressure. Let's go back to that line for just a moment. Back to if Nayan captures here and goes here. Yeah, like we said, nowhere for the king to move. And now if we go for something like knight to G5, which is actually a really good move now because you're for sure going to win in exchange. I feel like this would actually be a really good line. I don't know why he didn't end up going for this, right? This is just so much better. Bishop takes here, knight G5 should be crushing, right? Where's the queen going? Okay, the queen obviously has to avoid the attack somehow, so the best square is queen F5. And you're for sure going up in exchange here. And even after something like, yeah, just knight G4, threatening check here, well, you can go up here. And, I mean, how do you continue here with white? I think everything's just going, like, really well. I don't know. What would be the best continuation here? Just queen takes? Yeah, I mean, queen takes, knight takes, and you know, after this, I mean, I'm still capturing here. If you take here, I have knight to G6, and I really like my position here with white. I think white is completely crushing and completely winning. So this was one possible continuation line, guys, from what we just saw earlier. After not taking here, Nayan instead goes for knight to G5, but we went over just this line a moment ago. Just to refresh your guys' memory, if you want to look over that key line again, okay, found by myself. Maybe after the game, Nayan found it too, who knows. After that, king G2, bishop D6, knight B3, knight E4, knight takes, D takes, rook takes, F5 attacking the rook. Rook goes back to E2, not all the way back home, back to Godhead just yet, guys. Just Nayan taking a nice little seat, right? A nice little cushion on that E2 stool. I like it. G6, bishop G5, rook FD8, F4, rook E8, bishop F6, rook takes E2, check, queen E2, rook to A8, now attacking Nayan's queen, right? And Nayan does this really cute maneuver here. I really just fell in love with this from first sight. And this is bishop e5, right? Going back to d8 with the knight now. Swinging. We're going to see an exchange of queens here now after b5, queen to d5. Queen c6, knight c6, king f2. And black is in bondage now, right? Nayan has completely tied up his opponent. Not literally, guys, just, metaphorically speaking for the, sense of the language here, the way that we're describing these events. And how Nayan is conducting these events, guys, through this endgame is really impressive. Let's really grasp what Nayan was trying to do here in a very pressure-filled match, right? A game that was determined by him. He got the result for his team, right, and himself, and prevailed here with the white pieces when it was probably pretty necessary, right? Every win is important, right? Very, very much so. Kind of rook e1, king e1, and we chop into this endgame, guys. And let's look at the material now. Nayan has 2, 4, 6, 7 pawns, and black only has 1, 2, 3. Yeah. See, it's just auto moving. Yeah, I need to take that off of the settings. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6 and 2, 4, 6. So Nayan is up a pawn clearly and winning in this endgame. After d takes c6 and ab3, bc3, and pushing the a pawn, the b pawn rather. Okay, so this is how the line went, right? King to c7, king to d2. Nayan plays on, and so does his opponent. King to c5, b4. No resigns yet, although this is clearly resignable. These two pawns are just too much for black king in this position, guys. Okay, c4 played, king to what? I don't know where to go here with the queen. I think I'm just going back. Yeah. Okay. King to c7 is what Nayan, right? Nayan's opponent played. Nayan played excellent this game. c6, and let's just go over how he shows us how to win. Nayan here, guys, abandons the c6 pawn here, right? And he begins walking his king over. The engine doesn't like this for some reason. I don't know why, but if you play the moves that Nayan played, right, guys, let's go over this. Despite the engine hating this, right, it despises this, given the colors, right? King f6 by information, d5 takes. Well, it turns out king e6, and, well, now the h-pawn falls after king h5, king f6, and king to h6, king f7. And now do a little dance. Well, Nayan's certainly ready to take the f5 pawn, and that's what he does, guys. 3 pawns for the good. And this is a nice little instructive finish for my beginners, right? Push that pawn. Push that pawn again. There's no stalemate. There's 2 squares affordable for the black king to enter. And now there's no more vacancies after queen f8 equals queen. King h5, h7, and that was enough from Nayan's opponent. He had enough with the great Bansal and the chief of the ISV team, a great leader, and a victory that speaks of the holistic effort I think that the team has shown in this campaign, and with the chemistry and the fluidity that the team has played with has been very much admirable, and a joy for all of us at ISV to watch. Everybody from our president to our treasurer, our club president, and myself, guys. Colin Heim with U.S. Virgin Islands International Chess. It's been such a pleasure. One more round to cover, and, well, I think a few more rounds. I'm not sure exactly, maybe 1 or 2 or 3. I know it says we go up to 9 rounds. It could be 11. So that must mean much more in the future for us, guys. Take care. Much more to come in the future, guys. Your host signing off. Good luck with your chess online and over the board, and see you on the other side of the chessboard. Well done, Nayan. Well played. Great game.